everyone, it's Nancy from Papercraft Arts. I'm glad to be back. I know it's been a while. I have a journal or two journals to share with you today. I'm going to split them up into separate videos. And but before we get started, I wanted to share this cup with you. I've been on the search for a cup for about a year or more that would keep my coffee warm while I'm down here in my craft room working, because usually I get so engrossed in what I'm doing, I forget to drink my coffee, and before I know it, it's cold. And it also gets cold down here during the winter. So for my birthday, I found this mug, and I actually saw it on a YouTube channel ad, and this is the mug, this is it, I think I found it. But then I looked at the price and I was like, it's so expensive. So I asked for it for my birthday, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's called an Ember mug, and it's battery powered. I wish I could show you the bottom, but the on and off is down at the bottom of the mug, and it's ceramic, it's not metal, which I like because I used a Yeti cup for a long time and I just didn't like the metal part, so that was a big plus. And it stays charged for about an hour, and you can control it with a little app that on your phone, and you can set it for like tea, black tea, green tea, a latte, and black coffee, and there's a different temperature for each setting, or you can set your own custom temperature. For I think coffee is 132 or something like that. That's where it keeps the temperature, and it keeps it that temperature for about an hour. It takes about an hour to charge the mug, and about an hour for the charge to die. And what I did was I bought 2 charging pads. I have one up in the kitchen and one down here in my craft room, and this is the charging pad. So if you put it on the charging pad while you're working, it'll stay warm longer. But if you keep it on there too long, it'll start to taste like burnt coffee. But I also tried it with tea, and it's perfect for tea. It's just perfect for tea. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I was just so excited about it, I had to tell you, because I know a lot of you have the same, crafters have the same issue. Okay, so let me take a drink of my hot coffee, and we'll get started with the journal. Okay, so I just posted these, or listed these journals on in my Etsy store, and this is the first one. I don't have a particular name for it or anything, but I just call it a journal, a junk journal, vintage junk journal with a flip out, an extra flip out on the side, and it all comes in this this hand sewn drawstring bag that I made. And the bag is lined, and this one has little gold areas in it where it's printed in gold, and it's got a Paris theme, as you can tell. On the outside are 3 charms that are attached to the bag with a pin, and so you can remove it and put the charms wherever you would like. But this is a boho bead that I made, and then there is a butterfly and a little hand mirror. Let me see if in a frame, just right there, and if you turn it over, there's a real mirror in it. And the reason why I put that on there is because I have quotes in this journal about women, kind of like women empowerment quotes. The drawstrings are just a regular satin ribbon, and there are crystals on the ends of each ribbon, and they are crystals, they're not acrylic. So you just open it up and pull it apart, and it's that simple. And then to close it, you just pull on the strings. So the inside is gray, and if you want, it is reversible. You can turn it inside out and use the other side. So let's go inside and pull out the goodies. This is the journal, and this is the little flip out that it comes with. And originally I was going to put these flip outs in the journal, but then as I was creating them, they got a little bit thicker and a little bit thicker and a little bit thicker, and then I tried to put them in the journal, and I just felt that it made it too bulky looking. So I said, okay, well, we'll just, include it with the journal, which is what I did here. So I'll do the flip out first. I'll show you that, and then I'll talk to you about the journal. So this is a little altered paper clip. It's a flower that I crocheted, and then I embellished it a little with a little flower from an antique linen and a pearl. And that's the paper clip on the back. The front of the bag is decorated with some lace and some pearls, and an image from the Stamperia Old Lace collection. And then it's sewn onto some muslin. And this is actually a brown paper bag. And open it up. And this is the flip out. It's just tied together with some coffee dyed seam binding. And this is all the Stamperia collection old lace. So on the front of this is a little heart with some pearls, and a journal card with some sari silken lace at the top. These journal cards came with the collection. And then I put some of my paper on the back. And then it opens out this way, and you've got two flip out pockets with little tags in them. And then there's this one. This is a little sari silk at the top. And then there's a quote at the bottom. This is my favorite one because I love shoes. I was gonna say I used to, because now all I can wear are flat shoes because of a particular surgery I had on one of my feet. So I can't wear heels anymore, so that made me very sad because I love shoes. Anyways, it says, if I ever let my head down, it will be just to admire my shoes. So this flips out like this. This is a little paper I attached just so it give you more writing space. This is from a vintage linen. It's a little flip up. It's like the corner of a vintage linen. See if I can bring it up a little closer for you. And this is another piece of paper here for writing. Then it flips out this way. This is just decoration, but there is a spot right here to slip in a piece of paper or another journal tag. And then there's a tall pocket here with another journal card from the collection. And that's topped off with a little piece of lace. Over here you have two pockets, and this is lace, and this is just a piece of paper that I slipped in this little pocket here, and another journal card that I made from Sears catalog, and some lace, little collage, and that slips in this pocket. Then you fold it up, and that folds like, well no, actually this folds in like this, and then you flip it over, and there's just a little glassine envelope on this side with a little tag that I decorated with some, I think it was tissue paper. Yeah, and that's your flip out. Okay, so, oh, and I also meant to show you on the front of the bag, these are real satin roses that I put on the front. Okay, now the journal. This journal cover, I got the idea from, and I got some cards made up here, IzzyBee Craft Creations. She shows you the whole technique in a video series, and it's a really wonderful, she does wonderful videos. I love her videos. They're so good. And then IzzyBee actually got the idea from Sheena, so that's why I have her name down here too. But it's a way of giving craft paper a leather look. So this is what I came up with. Instead of using craft paper, I used Craft Tex, and I used, for the embossing on the front, I used a real deep embossing folder. Tim Holtz makes them. I know other people do too, but they're often called 3D texture fades, and they have a much deeper embossing, cut out, so you can get more of a richer look to your embossing. So that's how this cover was made. It's kind of made to look like leather. So the outside is Craft Tex. This is a little mother of pearl button, and the closure is just, as you can tell, it's tea-dyed seam binding, and I just tied it in a bow into a loop, and the button slips over it, and that's how the closure works. I got that idea, here's my journal. I got that idea from Sheena, actually. So she used elastic, I just used the seam binding. So yes, here's the embossing on the front, and you want to see it a little closer. And let's go inside. In the front, I put a journal card that has a stamp, and it's actually a definition of journal, and then the definition of diary. So that goes in the front. The inside is covered with fabric, and then I also made a little fabric slip pocket here in the front. And then I sewed around the edge, the whole edge of the journal. These are tea-dye papers that I did myself. Here's another quote. This is another one I did this summer. Actually, I did it outside in a pan. I put them out on the deck and let them dry. This is a little tuck spot with a little tag, some lace on it, and some tissue paper collaged on it. And then I drew the antennas for the butterfly. More tea-dye paper. This paper came from Tailor-Made Journals. They're digitals. This one's the avocado dyed with the lace pattern on it. There's another quote here. This is a little side pocket, and you've got a little hanger paper clip, and a journal card, and that slips in there. And then I put the paper clip on there just to hold it in place. This is a little page. This is a page from the Sears catalog, and since the theme of the paper was all about corsets, that's why I chose that page from the catalog. There's a little tuck spot with another little journal card, and I did sew around the edges of most of the cards. This is also paper from TaylorMade Journals. This one is the coffee dyed lace design one. And you have another quote and some lace on the edge here. And another journal card that just slips onto the page. And here we have a little pocket and a journal card. This one I actually put a little trifold on the back. This is rice paper and some lace. I collaged down there, and then I stenciled a little bit to add some more interest to the paper. And that just slips in there. Some more lace. Yeah, another quote. You're allowed to scream, you're allowed to cry, but don't give up. I like that one too. Love that one. And then this is the center. This is just one signature in this journal. And this is the center. And I put a little, what do they call them? Snippets of lace and some pearls to decorate each pocket. And then in each pocket is a journal card. And then a little receipt for corsets. And I got these from the old design shop. And that slips in there, and the other side is the same. And this is a different receipt. It's not the same. There were two different ones, so I used them both. And then on the ends of the signature ties, the thread, I put some mother of pearl. I'm doing this mother of pearl and crystal beads. And they hang out just below the bottom of the paper or the journal. Let's see, plain. Another quote, lace, and another pocket here. Another quote and another trifold with more rice paper collaged onto it and stenciling. And that's just held together with one of these tiny Tim Holtz paper clips. And another quote. And then this is a envelope. This came with the collection. And then I put some lace across the front and make another pocket. And I put a little tiny tag in there. And then you open it up. I left them open. I didn't close up the envelopes. Inside is this is a little writing area, 2 pieces of paper, and then I put a pocket inside the envelope with some more paper to write on. So just fold that up and clip it back onto the page or wherever you want it. You can move it around, put it somewhere else in the journal. Oops, my tag. Got a tuck spot here, a little cutout rose from the collection, and a journal card, lace, and the quote, and another journal card. And that's it. It was meant to be a really small, small journal. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. And I'll be back with the other ensemble, I call them, which is very similar. So first, I know what I wanted. I wanted to say thank you to any new subscribers, and thank you to all the subscribers who've watched my videos. I really, really appreciate it. I'm approaching 300 subscribers, so I thought as soon as I hit that number, I was gonna attempt at doing a giveaway. So I hope you enjoyed the journal. Come check it out in my Etsy shop, and I will see you soon. Bye.